INEC knows the winner did not get 25% in the Federal Capital Territory, so it will be tough for Tinubu in court. T0UGH, one of the members of the spokesperson of the T0UGH campaign council, has come out to say that the winner of the presidential election will find it difficult to make it matter to be proven in court because he did not get 25% in FCT. Is FCT a state? Well, he's a lawyer. I'm sure he will know better. And maybe that is why he has come out that yes, INEC may not be able to prove that case because it is part of the requirement. Well, I don't know if it's in the Constitution, but severally I've read, and I've heard people said that it is not compulsory. I've had a situation where Femi Falana came out to say it is not a requirement. But there are other senior advocates across the country that have come to say for you to be declared president-elect, you must win FCT. Well, T0UGH has alleged that it will be difficult for the new President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to win at the Supreme Court. He said T0UGH has appointed 50 lawyers to defend the mandate in court. Bwala argued that the pressure is on the former Lagos State governor because INEC has failed to adhere to its own laid-down rules. What are the rules? He stated that T0UGH not winning the FCT is probably another issue of contention, but not getting 25% in the state is a huge disadvantage for him. The lawyer who also contended that the Independent National Electoral Commission chairman misinterpreted the law before declaring Tinubu as the winner. He alleged that the law was clear, that if there were any issues, the commission has to amend the issues before making the result announcement. Well, I want to say that these are the kind of evidence, these are the things that the People's Democratic Party will need to put together in court so that their case can be well grounded. If they are sure that with this, the president-elect cannot be sworn in or cannot come into office because he didn't get 25% or he didn't win FCT, then it's better the process is allowed to take its course. He said the process that led to the announcement of the election result was not consistent with the provisions of the Electoral Act, particularly Section 65, where it states that in the course of collation, if there are issues as a result of the elections at the polling unit, that the Commission within 7 days should rectify the issues before the final announcement. Well, they didn't follow the 7 day. I'm sure there was no issue in the process. That was why it was declared. But if there are issues and they believe Independent National Electoral Commission breached the process, the onus is on People's Democratic Party to prove their case. The Independent National Electoral Commission chairman was asked the question in the course of the collation, but unfortunately he misinterpreted that part of the law and even promised that after the announcement he was going to look into it in 7 days, which he never did anyway. And then lastly, Independent National Electoral Commission was asked before this election that if there is no clear winner, are you prepared for a rerun? He said yes, and cited an example. But a winner was declared, so there was no need for a rerun. The provision of the Section 134 of the Constitution is also clear that where any of the candidates secure the majority, but it does not fulfill the mandatory requirement by securing 25% in the Federal Capital Territory, that person cannot be declared as the winner of the election. And as we speak, Independent National Electoral Commission knows the winner did not get 25% in the FCT. So it will be tough for Tinubu in court. Honestly, as a person, I feel like the court should start hearing the matter before the swearing in. And I don't know how they are going to run it, but I'm sure the umpire, which is INEC, they are guided by the rules of the game. If they have violated the rule of the game, who is going to challenge them? Is it the court or the political party? Well, some people are saying, they are responding, they are saying, you don't know book. APC will soon declare you, your group, a terrorist group very soon. It is a jungle. It is a lawless society where the rule of law is never adhered to. Even if the court rules against them, they will still go ahead and swear him in. That is the meaning of PDAPC. They are one and the same. Baby lawyer, you have started running, saying what is not. INEC declare him winning the 30 state. What is special about FCT? Check what the law says about 25% in Federal Capital Territory before embarrassing yourself publicly. He won only 2 states, like him go back to Lagos. He did not win in 36 states. He did not win in 30 states of the 36 states of the Federation, so therefore is not expected to be declared. When the laws are there, I'm sure the lawyers too are ready, especially the senior advocates of Nigeria, to prove to us whether it's a condition for a president to be declared as elect or is not a condition. INEC too, I'm sure they are ready with their team of lawyers, and they are guided by the Electoral Act on who should be declared winner and what are the process and what are the requirements. And I believe as a professor in charge of INEC and with all this team, they know what to do. And if what they have done is wrong, like I said earlier, the court is there. And the court has the right to change or do the needful. This country, we're supposed to be improving day by day, but most of the time we take 2 steps backward, 2 steps forward, and 10 steps backward. A nation of over 200 million, we cannot do one thing right at a particular point in time. We always like going round the circle to circumvent things. There are so many things that people have observed. There are so many things that people have mentioned even before the election. But it seems that the political parties too are not ready. They are the architect of whatever they are saying today. Because once any decision favors them, they take it. Whatever does not favor them, that is what they will begin to shout about. It's high time the political parties sit up in this country and do the needful.